Hi guys, today we're going to look at Notion Calendar and give you everything you need to know. We're going to run through how to set up everything before getting started on Notion Calendar. So let's begin. So here we are getting started with Notion Calendar, and you can add Google Calendar as many as you like, and Notion is completely free. And it has a few abilities that many people like. The first is the amazing design. This makes it super easy to share, availability, and that's why people enjoy it so much. And this is the next thing we're going to touch on. So I'm just writing out a few tasks into my calendar just as an example for the purpose of this video. And one thing I'm going to show you guys is how to time block. So I'm going to write out all of my tasks. And you'll realize that you can just stretch these out like this. And you can also change the time on these. You can play around with them, move them around, and it is super easy. And just mess around with it until you find the correct time that suits you. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is how to share availability. So to share this, you can press S on your keyboard and the site kind of goes sort of gray, and you can pick certain slots that you want, and you can just choose the calendar that you want to connect. That's up to you. What's also really nice is you can connect this to your Notion database, so that's super helpful as well, and I'll show you more of those later. And you can also connect the conferencing with Google Meet and Zoom using the settings page, which I'll show you later too. So here we are. You can create a schedule link and you can paste this in your calendar and go ahead and create it. And one other thing that this calendar is super amazing for is making sure you don't double book yourself. This is super efficient when it comes to that too. Now, the next thing to note is that the viewing options are very nice. You can go into the number of days and you can choose between 2 to 9, and you can choose, maybe even 10 days if you'd like. So I really like the 3-day view. It's a super nice window and it allows you to see what's ahead also. So now moving from the topic of scheduling, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Notion AI. So Notion AI is a powerful tool that uses artificial intelligence to enhance your productivity. It can help you get your work done so much faster by completing very time-consuming tasks within just a number of seconds. With Notion AI, you can automate tasks, get predictive text suggestions, draft scripts and outlines, edit your writing, and so much more. To activate Notion AI, you can do it one of two ways. You can click space on a new line to open it, or you can highlight the pre-existing text and click Ask AI. And here are some ways that I like to use it. So definitely for meetings that are super overwhelming, whenever you're, sifting through the notes and keeping on top of all the action items, that is definitely where Notion AI comes in. This little assistant is perfect for any sort of meeting prep. And with Notion AI, you can draft up a meeting agenda, or you can brainstorm project ideas. You can draft timelines, outlines on all of your projects, and if you have interviews coming up, you can ask it to improve answers that you prepared for the meeting. So that was a small hack, but enough of Notion AI, and let's get back to Notion Calendar. Just like with Notion Workspaces, there are a lot of different shortcuts that you can use to navigate going back and forth between the different features. One of my favorite ones is Command K, and that opens up the shortcut menu where you're able to jump to different commands that you can see here. So let's flip through the others that are also commonly used. You can press T to go back to the current date. J or your left arrow will jump a week ahead or a month ahead depending on what view you have. K will jump a week behind, and N brings you to your next upcoming event, and D brings you to the day view, W brings you to the week view, and M brings you to the month view. Overall, I find the calendar super duper intuitive. It is so easy to drag events, reschedule them to either different times in the day or even different days in the week entirely. You can also easily toggle different parts of the calendar if you want to hide or show different things. And I also find that its design is just so thoughtful. You can change the time zone in the top left corner, and you can also add up to 3 different time zones, which is really helpful. For example, if you're working in a team or have members from all around the world and you're trying to schedule meetings. So now let's talk about what is on the sidebars. Here on the left, we have a mini calendar that allows you to toggle to different days and different weeks and different months of the year. And below that, here we have our different calendar accounts. We can see my connected Google Calendar, which is divided into meetings, events, personal, all that jazz. And a really cool feature that they also just added is that you can connect your calendar from your databases into your Notion workspace to this Notion calendar. So now I'm going to show you guys the layout of Notion on your phone. We're starting with our calendar here in the middle. So here we have all the days in the week and the hours in the day, and the blocks in the middle represent various meetings, events, and other commitments. Just looking at Notion, I love the aesthetic of the calendar. It's super clean and super efficient. So with your phone and your computer, Notion is pretty much the same. The computer does display many more features. Here, I'm going to show you that you can drag down the allotted time slot on the calendar like this. From there, you can change the name of the event. You can change the start time and the end time if you'd like. You can customize the time zone, which is really cool. You can also set up participants, set up a Google Meet, Zoom, or Microsoft Teams conferencing link. You can connect a location, and Notion is so great because it seamlessly integrates with your Notion workspace. So you can link things super easy like meeting notes to the Notion calendar. So this was just me going through Notion calendar on your phone. As I stated before, it does have much more features on your computer. So that was an overview of Notion calendar. I love its aesthetics, I love its functionality, and even though it's technically still new and in its infancy, I feel like it's made such fast improvements already to my productivity and my organization overall. I hope you guys love it as much as I do, and I hope you can find ways to allow Notion Calendar and Notion AI to make your life just a little bit easier. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe.